All right, and we are back again.
Yay! No one got hurt.
No one got hurt.
Nobody got canceled.
Nobody got canceled yet.
Wait till the reviews come in.
Yeah, yesterday our last episode that was kind of spicy.
We were going off, getting all dramatic.
It wasn't
Also, just realizing like a lot of your childhood, like the people you used to watch when you were a kid, how things have changed.
That's like with most people.
No. I mean, like this, like
no one really knows who celebrities are because we don't know them. It's just a picture of
But the degree of which the downfall occurred.
Oh, true. That downfall.
That's
a snowball.
And the wide spread of differences.
That's true.
Which is very interesting.
I do. Did y'all hear about the new Doja Cat song though?
There's a new Doja Cat song?
Yes, it's actually fire, but I kind of don't want to listen to it at the moment.
Wait,
I'll
what's
listen
it called?
to it.
Paint the Town Red.
Paint the Town Red. I've heard that song.
Yeah.
Is it good?
It's a bit of a banger.
I oh my god, I listened to it like a while ago. I can't remember it.
It just came out. What do you mean a while ago?
When did it just?
You're probably
came out
thinking of
today?
Streets.
It came out.
Am I thinking of the wrong song?
Yes.
Yeah, you're
it
probably
just came out. I can.
Okay,
get...
don't play it.
No, I'm not.
We don't want to
You
get
actually
flagged.
can't. You actually can't play it.
No, I'm getting the date. It came out 4 weeks ago, dude.
Yeah, it came out 4 weeks. What do you mean it just came out? It came out 4 weeks
the
ago.
video just came out.
Anyways.
Anyway.
I'll listen to it again and I'll tell you how it is.
I'm your
Anyway.
bartender, Alyssa. Do we have to do intros again?
No, I think everybody's got who we are now. We don't have to keep doing intros.
True, we'll say our names. Anyway.
Soy Mark.
Bilingual.
Yeah, Mike's not here. He's busy.
Rest in peace.
He's not.
Rest in peace.
Are we gonna have to explain this every single time?
No,
At
no,
the
we're
No,
just
rest
not.
in booze. Rest in booze. Remember?
Rest in booze.
Rest in booze.
I buried him with a bottle of Jack.
Fireball, get him pissed.
He's in, but I didn't put him in the ground. I put him in a nice tomb with like an engrave and a picture of his face.
You're getting so dark.
That's more respectful.
Dang.
And then if I ever need a pick me up, I could just go rob his grave. Go take the
That's
bottle.
illegal.
Like
Take
an
the bottle of
investment
Jack.
property.
That's illegal. Okay, anyway. So
He's not dead.
Yeah, it was rest in booze.
Rest in booze.
Rest in booze.
Anyway, Alyssa, you're our bartender again tonight.
I've been the bartender for
You've been the bartender for like 2 or 3 weeks.
It's been more than that.
I think it's safe to say that Alyssa has taken Mike's job for now until
now.
further notice. Mike is not fired. He's just simply on sabbatical.
Yeah, he's on
Not
sabbatical.
The business terms here, not the HR terms.
He's got a career to work on, you know? You got to give him his space. Got to give him his time.
So do all of us. No, that's fair. But and we also are relatively near each other.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So explain to us these drinks. They kind of look like...
They look good.
They look very milky.
I was gonna say Nesquik, come at me, but
Yeah, I would
looks
say like
like
Nesquik strawberry milk.
That's what it looks like, yeah.
So
do you like?
explain it to us, like what inspiration. What was
It
the
smells
inspiration
really
to
good. It
this?
smells really sweet.
I kind of just go balls in when I do
Just
this.
raiding my fridge again.
Yay!
Is this Nesquik?
It smells really good.
I just took your milk and put fucking
Is this
Nesquik
actually
in there.
just Nesquik, like spiked Nesquik? Wait, are we trying it now?
See, now
No.
I just have to remember
No.
what's in. I just have to think about what's in my fridge.
that's
That's
like
what you've been
cheating.
It
raiding.
could also be
all-
Pepto Bismol.
Pepto. Does Pepto
I'm just
smell
gonna
like
give you guys-
strawberry?
I don't
No,
know,
it
but she's just gonna
doesn't.
like,
I'm just gonna give you guys all the runs.
yeah, just
No,
give us
no,
runs.
Pepto is much more like a hot pink color than it is.
But you can cut it
It's
with
the hot
something.
pink sauce. It's the pink sauce. Remember that,
Yeah.
Jen?
Are we?
Did you guys? Any of you try that?
No,
That looks disgusting.
because she's in a lawsuit now.
What is pink sauce? I don't even know what it is.
You don't know what the hot pink sauce?
Oh
is?
my
No,
god. Okay,
no, I know what it. I know what it. I know it's a sauce that like.
Yeah.
But you don't know
rub
like
around
the
with.
whole
The
shit that's
legacy?
going down with it.
Yeah.
No, like what is it?
So
She's
pe-
resuing the company.
You explain
I
it.
have the tea. So originally, when she was making it, she made it in her house and didn't refrigerate products as she was shipping it. And due to the heat and the products contained milk, like mayo and everything, people would come with like exploded products because of the pressure.
Wow.
And everything would have been stale or almost expired.
Didn't she refuse to tell people what made the sauce pink?
Yeah,
and
she
like the
refused to, and it
FDA was like, you have to
No,
disclose us. It was
she-
something with the FDA.
She said that she didn't need to get her products tested because it's not medical grade.
That's what it was. She's like,
And
yeah,
it wasn't
the
FDA
food.
approved.
Yeah, she said something along the lines of like food doesn't need to be tested, and people are like Food Drug Administration.
Yeah, she released a TikTok, no, Instagram live, some like live.
Yeah.
Wait. So who made the pink sauce?
Chef P.
Chef P.
That's her name. Yeah.
I don't know who Chef P is.
She was she was a private chef. She was actually a chef.
Okay.
And then there was this whole thing where the first person who got the product was like, this product had glitter in the bottle, showed it, and showed that there was no ingredient label. The ingredient label was off. Everything was bad. Went on a live host. It was the Karamo show. And him and Chef P, the video's not up anymore because they were going in on this woman for no reason. And then he had to release an apology video a few months later because everyone was giving him so much hate.
Wow.
Because they're like, you just started attacking her for no reason, and she was being calm about it.
What do you mean? I didn't see it. So wait, Karamo is going after Chef P?
No, Karamo and Chef P were going after like the viewer, saying they're attacking her. They were using the racial card because she was a Caucasian woman who was posting an honest review. I saw the review. Honest review of the product. She didn't slander it or anything. She's like, mine came in this very weird packaging. It started leaking when I opened it, and she did a live opening on TikTok. Like you showed, like she blurred her address and everything, but she opened the product, and it came in, it had no refrigeration, so done fucked up.
But also, who orders condiments online? Like, you know what I mean?
No, people do all the time.
You'd be very
But no. I
barbecue
understand like
sauce and all
last
that?
mile delivery. So like, do you all know what last mile delivery is?
Yeah.
No.
It's basically like
I know Fresh Direct.
Fresh Direct is like a
Amazon
good or Amazon Fresh is a good example of last mile delivery. Like that's essentially like the warehouse is close to a central location where people would order the products.
Or they would get it from like Whole Foods. Amazon Fresh does Whole Foods, and they would ship it same day.
Yeah, so like that's
Or
last
if
mile.
you order it like the morning of, they would do it the morning of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like the day of and the day of.
But if you're having an operation that involves food coming out from your house and you're selling it nationwide, that
There's no
is
regulation.
that first of all, it's just like why?
Well, no one
you
knew
know?
she was selling it from her house. She
Nobody
didn't
knew?
advertise that. No.
Oh, so they
She-
probably
no
thought
one
this was a
knew.
legit business.
Yeah, they thought it was a legit thing.
Wow.
So and it was like $20 or something. Like it was actually
You know, if you're spending
expensive.
$20 on a condiment from an unknown source, I'm sorry, you deserve to get scammed.
Yeah. But all that happened. Then she partnered with Dave's Gourmet
Dave's
sauce.
Gourmet,
It was like a
okay.
sauce company. They made like barbecue sauce. Like,
They
it was
gave
an
her a
act-
lifeline.
It was an actual brand.
Yeah.
Sauce didn't do that well because they had to change ingredients. Obviously, they were in Walmart.
To probably extend the shelf life.
Yeah, exactly.
So they
extend
had
the
to
shelf
add
life and
preservatives
everything.
to
A lot
extend
of
the shelf
preservatives,
life.
and they put the actual ingredients on. By the way, the one that she made, and also the main thing that made it pink was dragon fruit, which over time dragon fruit loses its pigment, like the color enhancing ability. That's what most things are anyway.
Yeah.
So after that, now she is in a lawsuit with Dave's Gourmet because they have not paid her the proper amount, something like that. It's happening right now. Like this is a whole saga.
You know, they probably had to fundamentally change the sauce again to extend the shelf life and to have that like vibrant pink color that people know it as.
It doesn't have it anymore. If you look at it, it kind of looks like a Thousand
Beige?
Island.
Oh,
Looks like a Thousand
really?
Island, yeah.
Thousand Island is like orange.
Thousand Island
it
dressing
looks
kind of goes
like that.
crazy.
Oh.
It looks like that right now.
Yeah.
But she's a private chef.
Not after any of this, because she said the Food and Drug Administration doesn't do anything with food.
That's
It's not a
so
medical
crazy.
grade thing.
How do you
She
get-
How do you
said
go
this
from a
online.
private chef to fucking around with the FDA?
But how do you like work in food and not know what the FDA is?
Or you don't know what the fucking F stands for in FDA.
Yeah,
what
like
the hell
what?
is it going to stand
Does she,
for?
does she
She
think it was
actually-
standing for
No, she said it.
pharmaceuticals?
Was she actually just like a home chef?
No,
and
she
then
had a
calls
whole
herself a
website
private chef?
and everything. No, to market yourself as a private chef, you have to have like certain certifications.
Yeah.
There's like a whole process that goes with it.
And to call yourself chef, you have, correct me if I'm wrong, to call yourself a chef implies that you went to some form of culinary school. So that's why, like, if you go to a restaurant and the person didn't go to any form of schooling, doesn't mean they can't cook or anything.
You can
It's
say
just
you're a
they
cook.
can't, yeah, they'll call themselves a cook or like a line cook or something. But it doesn't mean that Yes, side note, that is not pink.
That looks like a Thousand Island, right?
That is not pink. For
Oh,
those
God.
who are listening, Alyssa just showed John and I a photo of the new pink sauce. It literally looks like a Thousand Islands.
Wait, let me see. Can I see it one more time?
But going back to my main,
So I can be disgusted
yeah.
again.
Oh,
But
it's
going
like
back to it,
Hallmark soap.
you can call yourself a line cook or a cook, but if you haven't gone to formal training, you can't call yourself a chef.
You would be
Interesting.
considered a cook.
Wait, so then how do you bullshit your way through culinary school?
Exactly. Like you have to take exams and
You have to do
all this and like
practicals
and
weekly.
practicals
Yeah,
yeah,
and like
my friend.
and there's no at some point of your culinary education, for those who have gone to culinary school, tell us in the comments or something like.
Well, I can tell you because my friend
Yeah.
just recently
But
graduated.
you have
from
to know what the
CIA.
FDA is.
Yeah, they do written exams and they do practical exams too with different skills. They have like a knife practical.
I can see that.
You gotta know
Yeah.
how to practice proper. Yeah.
Yeah, and you have to know like minced, diced, all that, and you have to do like the cubes exactly. Like they have plates of measurements that you have to follow by. It's crazy. But on a side note, please don't ever compare my drink to the monstrosity that is known as the pink sauce ever again.
Hmm. I took a little sip of it.
You always do this every episode. You start before us.
Well, I've been starting, so
Well, you know what's in it already. It just tastes like strawberry milk.
I'm gonna be honest. You guys
for-
will never know my thought process
Yeah.
of how I make these. I kind of just go in with the basic knowledge of
You raid my fridge last minute to,
yeah,
This is
to make something.
yeah.
So
but
now,
no,
so this
no,
is
no,
easy
because-
for me because then I just have to remember what's in
No,
my fridge.
because of the fact you never get my color combinations. I always like to change colors to mess with you guys because it's too easy.
I know. I know
okay.
what's in
So this is gonna be a little bit of a
this. It
hot
smells
take.
better than it tastes.
I was
Wow.
just gonna say that. I don't mean that. Okay,
I
okay.
feel
I'm not
so
saying.
offended,
Okay.
but okay.
I think objectively, it is a good drink for those who may like a milkier drink. I'm not the biggest fan, and I'm not. I'm still
of
obviously gonna
course,
drink it.
yeah.
I'm just not the biggest fan of like milk and alcohol. I do believe there is some form of milk in here, or like a dairy product. I will
It does
die on
taste-
this hill.
It does taste good, but I think it smells better than it tastes.
You know
It
what's
smells very
crazy?
sweet.
I kind of don't taste beforehand. I'm like, this will work. This will work. I think this will work based on like chemistry.
Whenever I drink it, I know it's not it, but I'm thinking like when I was younger. This is gonna be like PTSD.
Are we getting the backstory?
Yeah,
in
you
here?
are getting a
The villain
backstory, and
origin?
this is the
Flashback,
village
yeah.
origin. I had chicken pox. I know, yeah, it's kind of crazy. I'm like one of the only people I know that actually legit had chicken pox.
That's crazy.
And what
Congrats.
happened? What?
No.
Congrats.
Congrats.
Why?
But I know that.
Got it out of your system.
That's not how that works.
Yeah, but anyways,
now you're gonna get shingle.
yeah.
Oh,
But what happened was that I had to take a
Yeah.
medicine. I hate it. I just like, oh, I'm like cringing right now thinking about it. It tasted like chalk. Like as
You
if
saying
I
my drink
liquefied
tastes like
chalk.
chalk?
No, but it was this
Was it
consistency.
like- was
like
it
it literally looked like this. And I'm just like, my hands are getting sweaty. Just thinking
Was it like
about
the
it.
villain
liquid?
arc.
Was like the liquid Tylenol medicine?
I don't remember. I was
I
like in
can't do that.
second grade.
I remember that was the one I used to take. Whenever
I
got
literally
sick. And
refused
it was
to drink
cherry
it.
and it tasted
I
terrible.
was a horrible child. If my mom is listening to this, I'm sorry, mommy. I would spit out the medicine. Or,
That's what I did with
would
that chalk
hide
drink.
it. Yeah, I would like douse some water, hold it in like in the near the back of your throat, and
That's
I would
crazy.
spit it out later. And I was like, screw this shit.
Wow.
And then
that's
my
honestly
mom had
crazy.
to start us giving, like, she had to give us pills early on. And my brother and I finally worked together one time, and we hid the medicine in the house so no one could find it.
Wow.
I can't stand medicine like that. And also, villain origin. I used to take a ton of ibuprofen because I had really bad knee pain.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
You have bad knee pain.
yeah,
Is it-
I had really bad knees. I went to a dozen doctors and they couldn't figure it out.
Oh, so it's like genetic.
No.
Oh,
And
Wait. How young were you when you had this
I was
pain?
in high school.
really?
Yeah, I was in high school when it happened. It was around maybe junior, senior year of high school. It was so bad.
Was it like arthritis or cartilage or?
It wasn't, I don't remember. It would like spread. Even if I was sitting down, I would like, or moving around, I'd be in constant pain.
Oh wow.
So
Oh,
I was
wow.
taking 5 ibuprofens a day.
Rest in peace, your
Damn.
liver.
Obviously, I'm fine now. But I ended up having to go to physical therapy, so I'm
Wow.
like off meds completely. I'm like, I don't want to take meds. I'm better than all this shit. Advil does nothing for me, by the way.
But did you find out what was wrong with you, or
They said it was a really weak hamstring, so I started going ham at the gym, and all the pain is gone. So I'm assuming it's
so that just because
Giga Chad meme comes in, just do squats. So
you
Yeah,
didn't
literally.
work out that one area for so
No,
long
I
that it
did,
just started
which is-
killing. It
which is
started
crazy
breaking.
so you're
because-
telling us you never did leg day.
no, I always do leg day, but it was crazy
You
because
do leg day now.
I used to do taekwondo for years, and I would do softball, and I would
Wow.
run a lot. I would walk everywhere, so it makes no sense how my legs were weak.
Why do I know so many people who did taekwondo when they were younger?
You have because I did ballet for 4 months and I hated it.
But like, no, I know 3 separate people who did taekwondo when they were younger,
I did
and
it
I'm
for, like,
pretty
8
sure.
years.
Well, like, no, just like in their
general?
in general. I'm like,
That's
why?
fair.
And taekwondo is a South Korean mixed martial art, or it's like
Yeah.
it's from South. So I'm just like, that's so crazy how I know.
I had a lot of energy as a kid.
Do you memorize any moves? Like, do you think you could still fuck up somebody?
Yeah,
Hmm.
easily. I mean, also a lot of
yeah.
it. I used to spar with my
Prove it.
uncle.
Prove it right now.
No, I used to
Yeah,
spar with
pull
my
up.
uncle who used to do judo.
Judo is
And
crazy.
my other half does mixed martial arts and judo.
Yeah, my
And he's
dad-
a master. Like
Oh,
he
wow.
teaches people. So his form of love language is we beat the shit out of each other.
my
His love
my
language is physical.
No,
Yeah.
no, it's like you know those type of people where you're like, what the fuck is going on in their minds? It's kind of us in a weird
Nice.
way.
What's crazy is my dad did judo, and the funniest story about judo was he did it in college, and he has always been like a bigger guy, like just muscularly bigger than people. And
He's
he was
stocky.
that's a good word, a stocky, but he was also very muscular. He still is.
That's what
But-
he is.
But he was doing judo, and a guy he was saying a lot thinner than him gets onto the mat. He's blind, right?
Okay.
So they in judo, if you like go and with this match with the blind guy, you always had to start touching, and if you like got away, they would pause the match, and the refs would bring the guys together, so the blind guy could feel him.
Yeah.
My dad was saying this guy was like fucking him up, like what not like beating him up, but winning on technical points, because like point. And my dad is literally, he's told me they like took a break or something, like because he had to get like reassessed because they got far away, and he goes, I'm not losing to a blind kid. Like he had already lost.
Holy shit.
He had already lost, like technically, but the match wasn't over.
In
So
his
what he
heart,
did
it
was
wasn't
no, like everybody knew he won based on points, but they were just finishing the match.
Yeah, just
So my dad was like, I am not going on record losing to a blind kid. He took the guy, manhandled him, picked him up, and WWE body slammed him on the
I don't
mat.
think that's legal.
And he was disqualified. He was like, you're out. But it wasn't a loss. It was a disqualification. He was like, I am
Good.
not losing.
don't sleep on blind people.
Yeah, it was just
I
so
could speak
crazy.
from that from personal
But
stories.
but just imagine though, like you're blind and all of a sudden you're
Mark,
just
tell me
like
about this, please. I need to hear this. more
like
from
no,
you.
just I can just think of it like just imagine you being blind and then you're like just all of a sudden WWE being like slammed onto the ground. Like, you know what I'm
You know
saying?
what's crazy? I can see my mom doing that to people. But
Just be like, I'm ready. Where I
Hey.
get
Yeah, like, imagine
no,
the
no, no,
mind
she's
down to the
Daredevil.
ground.
Don't even try me. Like, I have so many funny stories about my mom. We need to get her on here.
I would be down.
That'd be
My
awesome.
mom telling her story. That would be great. Mom, if you're listening, please. That was
That'd be
it.
awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
We have no currency to provide, but
I mean, she'll do it because she loves me.
she'll be like,
I mean,
No, I've asked her, and she's like, maybe.
oh wow,
Yeah,
okay.
'cause
Okay.
We got John. We got to come over here anyway.
yeah.
We promised food for your family.
And yeah, you have to bring me food. 'Cause
Exactly.
I made food for
well,
you guys.
that's what we do anyway. But I have one thing I want to talk about. It's been bothering me ever since. I'm not gonna name names because this is not my story.
Before you do that,
Let's use pseudonames.
wait. Before you do that,
Yeah.
do you want to do the drinks first?
Oh yes. Okay.
Okay.
Sure. It's really easy.
So,
All right.
Do you want to take a guess now, or do you want to like take?
I would like to
guess?
take
Do
a
you
guess.
want me to take a guess?
No.
I
Yeah,
could take a guess.
You're just gonna say it's Nesquik.
Okay. I think that.
It's gonna be easier for me because I know what's in my fridge.
Yeah, you go last.
Okay, I think there's
Okay.
definitely something dairy in here. Like, you don't get this creamy stuff without
milk in
dairy.
this.
I stole,
There
I
is
stole John's
milk.
Kahlua. No, I'm kidding.
There is milk. I think there is Nesquik powder, or there has to be something powdery, because there's some sediments at the bottom.
I know.
And
I
then,
know what that is.
and then I think for the alcohol,
You
I'm
get
going.
this alcohol, I would genuinely be impressed.
I'm trying to think. I'm thinking either vodka or Jose Cuervo.
Oh, okay. Not the slam on the counter too. You're
That's
so
what I'm
adamant
thinking.
about it. Okay, John.
Okay. Ingredient list. I'm going right now.
Mm-hmm.
There's definitely milk. I have two types of milk. I have whole milk, and then I have like chocolate Fairlife, which I know you didn't
I
use.
stole your Fairlife and just put it in.
So, well, no, but the Fairlife is chocolate.
Yeah, it would change the texture.
Yeah, so it's regular milk. On the bottom, there's like a pink like resin at the bottom. It looks like
Yeah.
that is strawberry Smuckers. I know because I have strawberry and grape Smuckers on the bottom of my shelf. And I'm gonna say you put the citrus vodka. I'm trying to like. I'm
Y'all
trying to
got
like take.
one thing right out of all of that. You didn't even get the booze right.
What? I didn't get the booze right.
Okay, so I use because I'm kind of lactose free, so I can't really have regular milk.
Did you use the Fairlife milk?
Why is it pink if it's chocolate milk?
Did you use lactate?
They-
Do you have
they might
I
have
lactate
use
been
here?
Lay's almond.
Oh, use the almond milk.
Oh.
Oh,
I
that's
use the
right. I
vanilla
forgot.
almond milk.
I
That's why it
forgot
would be
this.
watery. That's why it's like watery.
I
Why else
forgot
put
there's
ice
almond
cube?
milk in there too.
Yeah.
No, but also almond milk is like thinner.
Yeah.
Also,
I'm
it's
kinda-
vanilla. It's vanilla almond milk.
Yeah, it's vanilla unsweetened.
Is it almond joy? I mean, is it almond?
It's a store brand type
No, it's
thing.
not.
It's I got it at the store, so it's a store brand.
Okay, that's fair. I took your strawberry pop.
You used another strawberry pop. I only had one left.
Oh, I'm sorry. We can go get some more.
Oh, I literally called this like 2 episodes ago about
I
wow,
don't know what
John is
Smucker's
about to
is.
open his freezer. It's like I'm so excited to have a strawberry pop, and it's gone.
And
Wait. So the strawberry pop is what's on the bottom, or that's not the Smucker's
what's
jelly?
Smucker's? Oh no, I didn't know you had
She
jelly.
really
I
called
have
you.
strawberry jelly at the bottom.
I didn't know that.
Aw.
I don't know how would I
That's
felt
what it
if I
looks
found
like.
out
Mine
there was
would've
jelly
been-
in this drink.
Oh, I was like getting my anger
No,
up
because
for
it literally looks like a hard
that
jelly
means
at the
I mixed
bottom.
it really well. Thank you.
Oh.
Oh, do y'all want to re-guess what your liquor was?
I'm sticking mine with tequila or vodka.
What about you, John?
I also do have a gin, and then I do have. I still have the soju. Did you pick out one of the sojus?
grape soju.
Grape soju. Ooh.
Soju is
I don't
technically
taste
vodka, so I'm gonna take that.
I don't taste grape in here though. That's why I was like.
That's why I put the strawberry and I wanted to put the vanilla in to mess with you guys to kind of cancel that
Oh.
flavor out.
Damn. Okay, you did get me, but this is actually it is very good though. You always make good ones.
Ooh,
Thank you. I think I'm gonna quit my degree and just become a bartender.
They make a lot of money.
I know, but I have one thing I want to say
Shoot.
What?
because those of you who know, Comic-Con is coming up, right? It's October 12th to the 15th, and those of you who cosplay know it's for real now. I want to ask your opinion. Well, my little rant is what happened to all the kids who were into all this stuff when, we were our ages back in the day, or like even then. Why has it become cool? And for all the kids who got bullied for it, you were finally cool. This is my little rant because it's getting me so annoyed because it's become so normalized now, like nerd culture.
Are we specifically
sense.
talking about anime?
No, not even
Okay,
that. Like
okay.
superheroes too. Remember, superheroes, video games.
Like when you do like the in real life stuff, the LARPing.
No, that's never cool. But
Wait, what is LARPing? I'm about to sound like a
live
boomer.
action role playing.
It's like
That's
when you
very
go to,
online of you.
You know when you go when you go to like a Renaissance fair and
It's
you see
like
like
that.
knights.
Oh.
It's like
dueling each other.
cosplaying, but I would
Oh,
say
okay.
it's cosplaying too. As someone who cosplays,
No, it's definitely you're buying like $100 wardrobe just to dress up like a knight and fight people.
and don't even ask me how much I spent on mine.
Have you gone LARPing?
I've never gone LARPing, but as someone who does cosplay and people go to conventions, it's really nice when
Like it's like an art. Like you appreciate
it
somebody
is.
else's hard work.
Yeah, but they don't know your name, and in the whole cosplay community, everyone's really nice about taking pictures. I've been stopped multiple times to take pictures because I put a lot of emphasis on my cosplays, and I do a lot of like FX and makeup and all that. So people don't know your name.
So they'll just say
They'll
your
yell
character.
your character like, "Hey, Joker, come here!" And it's like, "Oh, okay, that's me."
But what if you're yelling at a crowd of jokers and they all
No.
turn around to look at you?
People usually know, or they'll like say a line, and then that's how you turn around real quick.
Oh.
I will say though, because I do both cross-playing and cosplaying. Cross-playing is like you dress up as a different gender.
Okay.
I've felt more uncomfortable as a girl, like dressing up as female characters all the time.
Well, isn't it
Well, yeah,
because they
a lot-
over-sexualize a lot of the,
Yeah, a lot
the
of
No,
female
even
characters
when
are heavily
even
over-sexualized.
you would think some of them. It's like, who did I dress? I dressed up as like Hermione Granger.
I was thinking more like an anime cosplay.
Yeah, we were more thinking
No,
like
even
anime.
then, it's like
Over-sexualized.
I started going in 2013. Keep in mind with that, and it's just like you're kind of breathing on my neck weird.
If you mind me asking,
Yeah, what's up?
is there like a fine line between movie culture and Comic Cons? Like
Yes.
when you said
Yes.
Hermione Granger, right? So if you show up as like Harry Potter, you show up as, let's say, like another movie like John Wick. I don't know, like John Wick to Comic Con, but that's not comic books,
Do
so
you want
that's
to know
not.
something funny?
There is actually a
There's
John
a
Wick
John Wick
book.
comic book, and Keanu Reeves has gone multiple years dressed up as John Wick.
He's always dressed up like John Wick. He goes to bed dressed up.
No,
like
he
John
goes
Wick.
to Comic Con as a regular person, like regular pass, dresses up as John
There's
Wick.
probably a lot of people. Like I've heard Tony Stark or like Robert Downey Jr. has gone like Iron Man
Yeah,
suit
people
to
have gone
Comic Con
undercover all the time.
and won't take off their suit or anything, but take pictures. And like people who
Yeah.
took picture with an Iron Man, like that's a really cool
Do
suit.
they have like a cameraman following them? For,
No.
like, the stuff?
No.
No, they just do it themselves.
Yeah,
Like,
Keanu
Yeah.
Reeves did it. I don't know if he still does it though, but he's like he just
It's probably
goes
too.
as-
He's always too famous, but like
No,
people,
he-
he's been in John Wick too many times where people
he
can like.
kept doing it until like
Oh, wow.
2020,
Oh,
like right
wow.
before COVID happened.
well, maybe because they're thinking like, why would a celebrity as popular as him be going out in public,
No,
like
it's
taking
also,
random
like,
pictures of people when
people
they're
try
expecting?
so hard on. Trust me, people try so hard on those costumes because they have cosplay contests that you can win $10,000 in.
Ooh,
Wow.
really?
Yeah, and
Damn, I gotta get started on my costume.
That's so crazy.
and they have-
$10,000.
they
That
have
probably
meetup
doesn't.
events too. You would be surprised. I don't. The most. Actually, I think I finally passed the most I've ever spent on a cosplay.
But do you think they come out in the green? Like, so the people who are legitimately competitive in those $10,000 contests, do you think they have spent equivalent of $10,000 into those costumes? Because I know they can get really expensive. Like
yes,
those,
it can.
those can get very expensive.
I'd say maybe like what, $2,000 would be like a max.
I don't
It
know.
depends because in more recent years, it's been very strict on what you can bring in. Because some people literally will have like the big dick energy of like coming in, wearing their big ass cosplay and just staying in one area.
What do you mean staying in one area?
Like it's kind of like a look at me type thing.
Oh, like they come in and then they steal the show from like the
Yeah.
actual Comic Con.
Yeah, and I would say in more recent years, it's become more normalized. Like, I'm tired. This is just me going on a tangent. At
Go
this
on the
point.
tangent.
I am so tired of you picking the one popular anime of that whole year. Like, I have counted. I've made bets with friends that have gone, and we're like, yo, I bet there's like 50 Nezuko's, and I bet there's 70. One time I counted, and it's like 60-something Nezuko's. And
Who is Nezuko?
yeah, you-
she's
need to
from
explain.
Demon Slayer. It's the little sister.
Oh.
And
Oh, is that the character with like the bamboo thing in her
yeah,
mouth?
I don't. Before it was so people took time in their costumes, and I get it.
It's easy. It's easy to cosplay
I
the most
cosplay on a
popular
budget
character.
all the time. I make most of my stuff at home.
But isn't that part of the fun of it? Like, like, do you believe at some point when somebody goes way too much on the cosplay, it kind of ruins the whole essence of cosplaying? Because it's like, it's to not. I'm trying to explain it.
I mean, it takes the fun away
like
from
it works. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, it
I
takes the
would
fun away from it.
say-
Like, if you pay somebody to do your cosplaying,
I would say because some stuff I don't work with leather.
Hmm.
And I mean, I don't care. I'll say I already have who I'm dressing up as this year. I do
Well,
a new one every year.
If the character has leather specifically, would you wear it?
I mean, I'm dressing up as the armorer from Mandalorian. So
the armor.
the armorer. The one with the hammer.
I haven't seen it.
I don't know.
Y'all are so.
I don't have
lame.
Disney Plus.
John, I told you use my damn Disney Plus already.
All right, fine. Just text
So-
me the login and I'll...
I will. So this year on the East Coast is going to be the largest Mandalorian meetup.
Really? Is it
Yeah.
gonna be like Santa Con where you have all?
Or it's like
these-
Deadpool Con.
Now that's a con. I appreciate. Santa Con. I appreciate.
Isn't
a
that
con
in
like
July
that.
also?
Yeah.
Like it's like
It's
Or do
it's
they do it
literally
during the
just
Polar Bear run?
it's literally just an excuse for grown men and senior citizens to dress like Santa
and day drink.
and get
Yeah.
blitzed and
Oh,
do the
no.
craziest shit for like
Mm-hmm.
how long is Santa Con?
I
Like a weekend,
literally
I think?
don't know.
It's like for either a couple of days or for a week. It's the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life, and
I've never
I
done
want to do that so badly. You just get fucked
wait.
up with a bunch of Santas.
But let's see. I don't know. It's become more normie over
I
the
think-
years. And as
oh,
obviously
not
there's-
normie.
Oh, it has. Once like the voice of Ariel was going in, like everyone had their niches. I had to make stuff or like buy stuff from AliExpress to get my merch for costumes, and I would have to order it in the summer. But I'd say in more recent years, nerd culture overall has kind of been more accepted. But even then, we kind of still have our ooh, you like that?
So-
or like the people would get made fun of if you say, oh my god, this is my favorite thing. No, you're getting made fun of.
So what's the iceberg? Okay, so we got Avengers, Marvel, kind of like at the top of the iceberg,
Okay.
Yeah, I'd say
right?
that.
Like we would say Disney, like Marvel franchise.
I would say
Disney superheroes.
Marvel.
Like
I'm gonna
like
lump
DC,
Star Wars in there, too.
Star Wars, like
I'm
all the
gonna say
mainstream. But like,
that-
what's the dark iceberg? Like you show up to the as this person
That you had a
Comic Con
4chan
only like the
The elitists.
elitists of the nerd community would know.
I don't know because it's become so popularized now. I would say actually
Like
no,
to your
there's one.
knowledge, if
There's
somebody
one.
showed up
My
at this
brother
character,
dressed up as the original comic book Doctor Fate. Oh, he's gonna kill me if he hears that.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Fate, and only one person recognized who he was.
who
Obviously,
is
there's
even Dr. Fate?
I know who Dr. Fate is.
exactly.
Who
And
is
he
the-
dressed
I'm-
up as the
Did you-
original Moon Knight.
Did you see the Black Adam movie with
No.
The Rock?
But he's basically one of the strongest
He's-
superheroes of all time.
Yeah,
he gets
he's a
his
very
powers from a
powerful.
god.
He's a very powerful superhero.
He is the
Really?
most powerful.
Damn.
Let's see. But
Apparently
I
not, because he got his ass kicked.
Okay,
in the
don't we don't
movie.
talk about that. Movie's not accepted. Look at DCU. We need to talk. Hire me or my brother. But
Wow.
I'm a huge comic book nerd. I love stuff, all that. But I'm gonna be like, oh my god, if you don't know who this is, you suck. Obviously not. I would say my proudest achievement, because I couldn't get fucking tickets to see Chris Evans. I'm still on that. I'm never gonna let it die. I had the perfect thing for him to sign anyway. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna say on that iceberg Doctor Who now.
Doctor Who?
Yeah.
Like on the iceberg or like below? I
would
don't know.
say-
I feel like
I would
Doctor Who
say
is
he's
still
on
kind
the
of
water.
niche. I would
on
say
the water.
oh,
Mean she? On the water.
wait, oh, wait,
I
Doctor
don't
Who's a
really-
woman now? But because I know every season, isn't there like he's
No,
reincarnated?
there's- Not every new season,
Or,
but
like, that's
every
the
new
whole-
generation.
Every like 2 or 3 seasons, he usually. Well, no,
Matt
in the
Smith's was there for years.
no, in before they redid
Before the
it
50s, in the 50s, 30s, 50s.
because there was like a full like 40 years of like in the latter half of the 20th century where it started, and then I think they would probably switch it like every because there was like 8 of them I think in those 40 years, or 8 or 9 of them, if I remember correctly.
But like Doctor Who, I
And
would
then the
still
number
say
9 is when they redid it with the BBC.
Yeah, and then
So,
they did.
That was the
9, 10,
doctor
11.
with the leather jacket, and then it became David Tennant. What's the name of the ninth? The actor
I
from
don't
the ninth
remember
Doctor.
the Ninth Doctor.
He played in one of the Thor movies.
Oh shit!
Do you
I
know
don't
what he
remember.
looks like,
Yeah,
though,
I know.
right?
Obviously, I know what he looks
I'm
like.
gonna look him up.
But
I'm so lost right now.
And then David Tennant, and then Matt Smith. David Tennant's gonna be at Comic-Con, and I kind of bought a sonic screwdriver for him to sign, and my
Aw.
little childhood is gonna be so happy. But I would say I met the creator of the Dark Knight comic books.
Who's that?
Oh my god, I'm blanking on his fucking name.
Wow.
I know. I've had a long day.
SMH.
Frank something.
Frank Miller. Frank Miller.
Frank Miller.
Frank
yeah.
Miller. I waited on a 3-hour line, and I was the youngest person under the age of 45 on that line, and also the only woman on that line.
3-hour line? That's crazy. I would not have done that.
He's so old, and he doesn't do signings anymore. I had to buy the ticket the day before and wait on that line. And he's very,
he was one of the first writers to
do Batman.
But he was one of the first writers to make it like a dark, edgy type of comic. He was like the one artist.
He was the edgy Batman. He made Batman dark.
He was the artist that made like a big push for like darker, edgier comic book style.
That shift was because of him.
Wow.
And he doesn't do signings often. The last time he did a signing was like 7 years ago.
Oh, wow.
And he's very, very old. So when I got up to him, I'm showing up like, hey, I have my little 30th anniversary comic book. Look at me. I was dressed up as Doctor Strange at the time, and I was like, shit, what did I do? I could have done something so much better. And he this is like the most 300 type thing ever. He took out he raised his thumb up and said, nice costume. And I kind of lost my shit internally for like the next 4 hours. Like, no one talked to me, no one do that. And then the creator of the X-Men saw my costume too because I wanted his signature. And it was like $10. And he got up from his chair and took a picture of me. And he was like, I want to take a picture with you in your costume. I love it. And I was just like, I could die peacefully.
Nice.
Wow.
By the way, the actor from Doctor Who, his name is Christopher Eccleston.
Yes.
He was the ninth Doctor. And then David Tennant, Matt Smith, and I can't believe I forget their names. But I'm just gonna look up the Doctor Who cast right now, because I actually had a Doctor Who phase years ago.
I feel like
I never had it, but I feel like
one.
a Doctor Who though is still kind of niche. Like whenever I see Doctor Who merch, I feel like it serves a very specific audience.
It's not as popular anymore, too.
Would you say that makes so?
I'd say it's more. It's not as niche as it used to be.
It's not part of the big three anymore.
I think it's not the biggest thing, but it's also not like unknown either. It's like in the middle, kind of thing.
Also, David Tennant was in Harry Potter too.
Really? Who did he play as?
One movie.
Who did he play as?
Oh shit! He was like a one-off character. I don't remember.
What movie?
I think it was the 5th one.
Oh, The Order of the Phoenix.
Doctor Who started in.
He's in Ahsoka. I didn't know that.
First Doctor Who.
Look at that. He's in Ahsoka.
But
I think the first season of Doctor Who started in 1963.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it started a long time ago.
Yeah, it's continuing.
So do you all believe in the idea of for something to be more authentic, it has to be more niche?
No, I think so. I'm gonna use
because there's a lot of people that will be like, oh, yes, Marvel is crap now, but like bear with me, like when Marvel went mainstream, like first Iron Man, or as a friend of ours would say, Iron Man is not the first Marvel movie, it's actually the Incredible Hulk. But anyways, but that mainstream of the MCU is like, oh, that's that's not authentic Marvel.
I mean, they changed a lot from the comic books. I'm gonna say, who does MCU? Kevin Feige?
I'm sorry, what?
Who does MCU?
I was looking at Peter Capaldi, that's his name. There's Peter Capaldi as the 12th Doctor. Then Jodie Whittaker.
There's the War Doctor. There's a whole nother different. You gotta look up
John
that
Hurt.
one.
John Hurt was
John
the War
Hurt
Doctor.
was the War Doctor.
Jodie Whittaker.
Acknowledge
and then,
the Day of the Doctor film. Anyway, that was like the first Avengers.
There's a new Doctor too. Just started this year.
They just started a new one. Yeah, exactly.
Which
technically goes against Doctor Who lore, but like, okay, because he can only reincarnate 12 times. They found a loophole through that bullshit.
No, at the end of Matt Smith's run, the people of Gallifrey gift him with a new life cycle, so he has another 13 Doctors to go.
Because they need a new season. Please bring back Matt Smith. I know he wasn't the best.
They'll bring him back.
Is on House of HBO has him.
No,
they can't. HBO has him.
House of Dragons.
HBO has him.
That was so good.
Then they have the 14th Doctor who just started this year, named
Speaking of Doctor Who,
Nkuti Gatwa.
Yeah,
that's interesting. I stopped after. I don't think I finished all of Peter Capaldi's run. I stopped and then I started a new series.
Are you going to start your next binge going to be all the way from the beginning of Doctor Who?
That's a lot. Good. That's a lot of
episodes. No, it's huge.
That would be like, listen, I did all of South Park, and I have to do the movies. But I did all of. Remember, I did all of South Park.
It was actually really good. It was like the Avengers. Honestly, it felt like the nerdiest Avengers ever because it was the War Doctor, Matt Smith, Peter Capaldi, No, it was 9th, 10th, and 11th, and it was like, oh shit, this is actually fucking wild.
So how many seasons? There's probably what 30, 40 seasons of Doctor
there's like
Who.
50
There's
seasons.
50.
And
There's
each
like 50
episode is an
seasons.
hour.
We
Yes.
don't really. Yeah, it's like an hour.
I don't think you could. I don't think
Don't do
anyone.
it.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
I did it.
Oh no, I see it in
did
his
as a
eyes now.
kid.
I see it in his eyes. He's gonna do
I
it.
did it as a kid.
You binged all of Doctor Who.
I did it because my late grandfather was into it.
Oh, I see.
And then I would watch it growing up.
But that's so
then-
crazy.
Well, technically, I saw all the seasons from the 9th to like midway through the 12th Doctor.
I saw 9th
So-
to honest, like there was some parts of Doctor Who I was like, you can skip. I'll say it. I'll say it.
The point is to binge watch all of it.
That's
the whole
crazy.
point.
Yeah.
Starting from the beginning, starting
You
from
would need,
1963 all the way up to
Oh
now.
man. But
But like to add on to the point of like why it's so popular, it's because of money.
Yeah.
When
And
people
also-
realize how much money they can make off of nerd stuff.
Also, you realize
comic
like
books
all these
and
kids are like, wow,
superheroes.
this is so cool because they've always had cartoon superheroes. Like they had the Justice League, they had the Teen Titans,
But
the
now,
good shit.
Well, yeah, well, that was just for people at home, but now they realize like how
And
much money can be made
also,
off these people,
that
especially
was-
because
wait.
there are you got all the way back in like like any movie we've ever seen like from
Also,
like 20th century on. There's always been the jock, and then you got the nerd.
Wait,
there are
there's-
way more nerds than there are jocks.
there's one point I want to make though, specifically with Iron Man.
What?
That was Robert Downey Jr.'s comeback after
Yeah.
he got clean.
Yeah, everyone knows that.
That's when everyone was like, "Oh shit, I want to go support Robert Downey Jr." And then Stanley said it himself. He was the perfect Iron Man. No one can ever replace him as Iron Man. Like he got the gold seal of approval. So that didn't.
That was
helped his
Marvel's
case.
biggest risk in the beginning was
Robert
bringing
Downey Jr.
was Robert Downey Jr. because they were like, do we really want to bring on like an actor who just got sober, who
Yeah.
hasn't been a working actor in a long time,
And he killed it.
and then like a lot of people were like banking on it, and then he killed it, and they were like, yeah, we made the right choice.
So that was, I think, part of that. There was a multitude of different reasons because obviously you wanted the people to support his comeback always. And then, all the nerds who were like, I want to go see it. But there's a funny thing. There's been a few anime movies that have come into the States and they have been multi-million-dollar movies.
Yeah.
I'll say the most recent one was Demon Slayer. They did a movie of one of the arcs. And obviously, they chose the most popular fucking anime of all time.
There's only been like 3 seasons of the show, right?
Yeah, there's
So-
only 3 seasons, but they made a movie and it was a limited release. And it was one of the highest grossing movies for that whole weekend.
Did you see the income for the Dragon Ball movies?
Yeah.
They were 2 of the highest like
I
anime
went to them.
opening movies of all time.
Yeah, and then the new Miyazaki movie is coming out soon.
Is that the thing with like the door movie?
No, that's a whole different story. Don't even get me started on that. That
I
that
saw
is
the
depending on where you fucking see it.
No,
Because
I
two
saw
parts
the
of
trailer
it.
where it's like this. It's always a schoolgirl or a schoolboy, some kid in high school,
Yeah.
going on like a fantasy adventure.
No, that's a different. No, Miyazaki, he kind of created Studio Ghibli. My Neighbor Totoro, Spirited Away.
yeah.
I'm so lost.
I know this is my turf now.
You're
I'm
so
taking
I know,
hold of it.
cultured.
But what I think, like going back to that main talking point of why is everything so mainstream now, I think that why it's so mainstream is you have a section of adults who grew up, exposed to this content, whether it was superheroes, G.I.
Yeah.
Joe, Marvel, DC, and seeing, those movies growing up catering to that audience. And then you also have, those parents who brought their kids along with them to see those superhero movies, so you have that another second generation of people who, like, I remember going to go see the first Iron Man movie when I was 8.
Same.
So I was, although I never read a single Marvel comic, I was just as invested in these characters because they were part of my childhood.
Yeah, because they had all the cartoons too. Like getting ready for school in the morning, they had the Amazing Spider-Man, they had the Justice League. To reiterate on that point, and we grew up with the good, only version that I'll ever accept. I'm putting this out right now.
Teen Titans.
Teen
the Teen
Titans.
Titans,
Do not
yeah.
fucking talk to me about Teen Titans Go. I want to and the
There's
live
so
action
much-
of it too. Oh, speaking of that,
I heard that was really dark. The live action.
They got most of that stuff wrong. I don't want to talk about it.
Cyborg's not even in the live
No,
action.
he's not. They cut
Teen
him out
Titans.
completely.
Why? Was there a reasoning for that, or is it just budget?
I don't remember. Probably budget.
We couldn't do the CGI.
They
I
can
don't
animate
remember.
everybody
I do
else.
not
They
want to
can
accept it. I don't acknowledge it. I don't know what you're talking about. But there's
The original's still the best one.
duh.
Didn't they say they were gonna like redo it?
Yeah, at the end of the Teen Titans Go movie, they showed like a really snippet of the real Teen Titans. You know, the good one. And everyone lost their shit, so it was like that's where you got that from. But
Okay.
no, they're not gonna do anything about it.
Have you guys seen the Harley Quinn show?
It is so good.
It's really
It's on my
funny.
watch list.
That's
I
really
love it.
funny.
No,
It's a
that-
really funny show.
Speaking of Penny from The Big Bang Theory, she voices her.
Really?
She does.
Yeah.
Really? I didn't know that. But no, that show is hilarious, and it's like
It's actually really good.
it's
Speaking
adult.
of
It's an
that-
adult show, but it's
I've
very
seen
funny.
clips of it
Yeah,
on
it's
YouTube,
really
but I
good.
want to actually watch
speaking
it.
of that, the original voice actress of Harley Quinn, she passed away. R.I.P.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Really, I did not.
And she was on Days of Our Lives.
Wow,
Fun
I'm
fact,
so
did
uncultured.
You know Harley Quinn
You gotta
was
keep up,
only
man.
was created based off of a dream sequence from Days of Our Lives.
I did not
Really?
know
And
that
then
either.
she was an Batman the Animated Series original character. And then she took
Yeah,
off.
she started as a character on
Yeah,
Batman.
she was in comic book.
Wow.
Yep.
and now she's probably like more popular than.
Don't
not
don't,
more popular.
Is Harley
don't even,
Quinn-
Don't even start that.
Is there
Okay,
gonna
not
be a
more
lot of
popular
Harley
than
Quinns?
Batman, but more popular than.
Don't.
Who's the most
Green
popular?
Lantern.
Who's the most popular female comic book character?
Hands Quinn. Oh, well, she's not. Is she in comic books?
Yeah, she
Yeah,
has
she
her.
has
Well,
a-
now
I would
she's
say
got comic
Harley-
books
She
now.
has
Harley
one of
Quinn.
comic books.
Harley Quinn. Hands down.
Like we saw
Black
a lot
Widow.
of girls cosplay as Harley Quinn, especially when the Suicide Squad movie came out.
Don't talk to me about that movie. That was a bad movie. The original one.
Like the one with Will Smith.
Yes.
I didn't think it was
Jared
bad.
Leto hurt my soul.
Look, Jared
Yeah, there's
Leto.
a lot of problems with
Well,
There
here's
was-
the
there was
thing.
a lot of
Here's the thing
problems
about
with
Jared
that movie.
Leto.
I actually have
Also,
not.
Wait,
that
wait,
was
wait.
not
Can
the
I
real
say a
Suicide
hot
Squad.
take? Can I have
They
a
did
hot
a lot
take?
of it wrong.
I haven't seen the James Gunn version.
It's better. Also,
It's got John Cena in it.
Wait, can I?
also Peacemaker is so
They gave
good.
him. That's how he's so
That's how he
popular
got
that they
his
gave
show.
him his own show.
And he always wore that Peacemaker outfit everywhere for interviews. It was so funny.
I think that the original Suicide Squad was pretty good. Wow.
You're
So
gonna- you
anyway,
really
back
gotta-
on that uncultured shit.
No, he needs to explain himself.
But I
Back
thought
to-
it was
back to-
again. I am coming from the realm of I don't read comic books, and I'm coming in through a purely
So you
entertainment
just liked
value.
it as a movie.
I just liked it as like Jared Leto. Okay, is he the best Joker?
No.
No.
He's the
Nobody
worst.
is. If you're gonna make that, assumption. Okay, but did he?
No.
Because we're used to the Joker, like with Heath Ledger, Joaquin Phoenix, as being like mentally
sorry.
ill.
Jack Nicholson?
Jack Nicholson, okay, yeah, but like we're used to being the Jokers as like scheming and like mentally ill, but can do
It's
Yeah,
more
he's
about
complex plotting.
He's a
He was more-
super
He was
genius.
just like a comical evil Joker, I would say.
No, he was dumb.
Jared Leto was. You talking about Jared Leto?
Yeah.
He wasn't a comical.
Like comical in the sense not comical, like just an evil Joker. I don't know, just evil for the sake of
It's
being
also
evil.
the way that the way that he was like directed, the way that the producers wanted to portray
He's not
him.
a
I
good
get
actor.
it's not.
Whoa.
Did you see Morbius?
Did you see Mr. Nobody?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a great movie.
What was the movie where he plays as a drug addict?
Oh, Dallas Buyers Club.
No,
Oh,
no.
that was a good movie.
Yeah,
No,
okay,
no.
how?
Okay, no.
that's when
Dallas
he's,
Buyers Club was a good movie overall.
No. No, not that one. The one before that. This was like way earlier on.
Someone Google it. John,
It's
you have the computer.
I'll Google it. Yeah.
Jamie, she pulled that up, Jamie.
No. Like the movie.
Answer.
No. There's another movie where he plays as.
I'm trying to think.
Like he plays as a heroin junkie, but it was like an
That's
Oscar.
not Dallas Buyers Club.
It was an Oscar-winning movie. So
Oh, he'll once he says it, we'll probably be like,
Maybe.
oh.
I know exactly
wait,
what this
wait.
is. I just can't remember.
I have a hot take. This is.
Is this about Jared Leto?
No, it's about Sam Raimi.
Who?
Sam Raimi.
Requiem for a Dream.
Oh,
haven't
I did
seen
not
that
know
one.
that.
That is. I think that one got an Oscar too. It's supposed to be really good.
Sam
And then
Raimi.
he.
Do you not know who that is?
No.
He's a really famous director.
What are you
John?
talking about?
Sam Raimi.
Oh yeah, like Evil Dead and everything.
Yeah, Evil Dead.
Wait, why? What's going on?
Doctor Strange 2 was the
Oh,
worst
did
movie
you-
he made.
Oh yeah,
don't
that's
think
not a
that's a
Sam
hot
Raimi
take.
movie. That's not a hot take, but that's not a Sam Raimi movie. That's a Marvel movie directed by Sam Raimi.
His direction did not do it any justice.
It was they just did a bunch of like
His
cinematography from Evil Dead, and they put Sam Raimi's name on it. That's not a Sam Raimi movie.
I'm glad John and I finally agree on something.
Okay,
on this podcast.
I would have agreed on this. 100%. Also, have you ever seen the movie The Outsider
I love
with
that
Jared
movie.
Leto?
No.
He's not in there.
No, there's
Wait.
a Netflix movie called The
Oh,
Outsider.
I'm talking about fucking Pony Boy.
He's
The Outsiders.
no, that's The Outsiders. I'm talking about
Oh.
Outsider.
no.
One singular. Jared Leto plays as an American. I think he's an American. Actually, let me just look the thing up before I
we
Read
get
the
a synopsis,
synopsis.
please?
I'm gonna
Yeah.
read the synopsis real quick. I've seen this on Netflix.
Is it good?
It's very dark. His acting is so bland. Like he's
He's a method actor.
But no. But you know how
Okay,
like
you
you
could
know
be
like
a
some
good
actors.
method actor.
But you
Look
know
at
how
Christian
some.
Bale.
Do you know how like some actors?
Exactly.
What was I gonna say?
But okay.
Like the new thing about like acting is like acting with no emotion, trying to show like as serious like a
Timothy
face as you
Chalamet?
possibly can. That's the type of thing he's pulling in this movie. And he talks like this. He does this like, I'm moving back. I'm glad
So it's
you're here.
ASMR?
Like no, like
Are we talking about like deadpan?
like deadpan,
Oh.
like doesn't even
Monotone?
blink type stuff. Like let's listen to this real quick. In 1954, 9 years after the Pacific War, ex-United States Marine Corps Captain Nick Lowell is the only non-Japanese inmate in Osaka prison. Most of his inmates are Yakuza criminals, recognizable by their tattoos. Nick saves a Yakuza named Kiyoshi from being hanged to death. Repays his debt by rearranging Nick's release and is offered a job to work with the Yakuza. So he becomes like the first non-Japanese Yakuza member and then works up the ranks. That was what the movie was about. So it was an interesting movie, but like his acting felt so deadpan. Like the director was like, no, just like look really serious and talk like you have no emotion.
But then that's not on Jared Leto.
Well, I don't know how it came to be. I'm just thinking like because he's able to show emotion. If you saw Requiem for a Dream, he can pull
Mr.
it
Nobody,
off.
that's the movie, like the most recognizable movie that I know from him. And that was a really good movie. And that was like a lot of emotion and all that. I don't know. It's okay to have wrong opinions, Alyssa.
You're one to fucking talk.
It's
Mark.
okay to have
You-
wrong opinions.
No, you don't even get my quote right. That's the sad part too. You're trying to use it against me and it's still wrong. But okay. I'm gonna.
Or no, it's okay to have bad opinions.
No, it's okay
It's
to have
okay.
opinions. You just have the wrong one.
You just have the wrong.
Come on, get it right. I'm copywriting this already.
No.
I will. Okay, I want
He
to.
is one of those method actors, but he's the type of method actor that takes it a little
Yeah,
far.
he sent the cast of Suicide Squad.
Yeah, especially with
dead
especially with the
pigs and
other
rats.
especially with the other cast members. He takes it.
Yeah,
a
they were
little bit
freaked
too
out
far.
by it.
Isn't that all method actors though? That's
No,
like
not
just,
Christian Bale.
Some
Christian
of
Bale's a
them-
method actor.
Well, some method actors will
Embody
like,
their role.
They'll embody the role so heavily that if you try like interacting with them, they'll just act like their character.
I mean, that was Lady Gaga for the.
But they'll only do but like
What
they
movie
won't
was
go
that?
out
House
of
of
their
Gucci?
way. A House of Gucci.
Yeah, she did good in that. But
I
also,
didn't actually have not seen that movie.
it's really she did really really good.
But like Christian Bale, like when he method acts, like he doesn't go to the lengths that Jared Leto does and starts like doing shit with the cast members. Like he's
Yeah.
all in himself.
Yeah.
So
Also,
like you don't have to go that extra
speaking
mile.
of Joaquin Phoenix, they showed clips of the new Joker movie.
really? Oh, I thought he was doing Napoleon.
No, he's Joker again. They got him to do
No,
another Joker
I think
movie.
he's doing both.
Yeah.
Oh, so he's just
Yeah.
filming both. Oh,
He's filming
and
both
Lady
of them.
Gaga's Harley Quinn in it. I'm not gonna see this movie.
If it fails, I'm gonna be very disappointed.
you're gonna.
First-
Are you
no,
about
no.
to hate on Lady Gaga? I was about to be
I'm
like,
not-
there's a lot of Lady Gaga fans.
No,
that
no, no.
will-
I'm not.
No, no,
I'm not
it
hating
depends.
on the
Carry the
fact
torch.
it was good
They
as a
need-
solo stand by itself.
It was very well.
They didn't set-
There's no way a movie like that with that much success is going to remain as a solo film. We
Exactly.
always
I
knew
know,
that. But
but-
if Todd Phillips is not directing this movie,
I don't know if he is.
if I'm gonna look it up, right
Look
now.
it up.
If he's not directing this movie,
Like-
if it's not going to have the same impact,
No,
and
it's a
if-
musical.
If they,
No
if-
way, no,
oh
it's
my
not.
It's a
God,
musical.
No, it's not.
It is.
You,
It's confirmed.
Stop the cap. No,
I'm not.
no.
Look it up.
Look this up. Look
Look it
this
up.
up. There's no
Joker
way
2,
this is a
musical.
musical.
It is.
Oh my gosh.
Joker
lost John.
Folie à Deux. That's what it's
Folie à
called.
Deux.
Folie à Deux. An upcoming American musical thriller. Oh,
Told you.
Is Joaquin Phoenix in it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he is.
he's in
He's
it.
Joker. Lady Gaga's
Ah.
in it. I told you. No one. This is like one of those movies that no one
Nobody
asked.
asked.
Why?
Why?
You know how no one
Oh
asked for
my
Barbie, but we appreciate it?
Yeah.
No one asked for this movie. We don't want
I
it.
fucking hate musicals. Why would they?
Why a musical?
John.exe stopped
Why?
working.
Like,
I don't know.
I'm upset. Why? This is so stupid. Just make.
well, when they said my life is a comedy, like, I guess they legitimately meant that. Like,
No one.
can't.
I told you this movie's gonna bomb now.
I don't know.
I'm not
What if it's
saying
like?
this
What if
as
it's
a-
like really good though?
No one asked for it.
Even if it's like
Nobody
really
asked for
good.
a musical. I would have.
Would you? Okay, if
it
it's
was a
good,
se- if
will
it's a-
you be on the record for saying that it was good?
I will give it respect where respect is due, but my expectations are now so below the line because I hate musicals.
Also, I
Like,
don't see Joker.
They just need to give a reason for Lady Gaga to sing.
No, she's a phenomenal actress, which is the crazy
She's won.
part.
How many Oscars has she?
She's won
got?
Emmys.
No, she's got. No, I know.
She's won Emmys
but,
and
like, she has
Oscars.
won an Oscar. She won an Oscar for
A Star is Born.
Star is Born.
Oh,
But here's the thing, though,
she did American Horror Story first, and she like demolished that whole season. She was on Hotel. I think that was the
Hotel.
season.
Yeah, no, she was on American Horror Story,
first.
Hotel, yeah.
Yeah,
Do you, know,
Hotel.
do you know the cast who's going to be for the new season?
I saw it's
And-
Emma
and-
Roberts and Kim K.
And Kim K.
I'm
and-
watching the shit out of that season.
Kim Kardashian is in the new season of American.
Well, no, they
It's
showed the
American
poster.
American Horror Story NYC.
They showed the poster of it. They released
what
it
is it gonna
online.
be like?
I don't
I don't
know
know.
what. No one knows what
NYC.
it looks like.
No, it was Emma Roberts, Kim K.
Can I
and
see
someone
this?
else.
Can I see
Yeah.
this?
Honestly, I stopped watching American Horror Story at Roanoke.
Roanoke was the best one. Oh no,
Because
no,
it
okay,
brought
okay.
all the people
The best one
back.
was season 2. I would say the Asylum. The Asylum one was, I would say, arguably the
did
best
like
one.
it.
Roanoke is a close second.
Because it brought everyone back.
Yeah, I also, I respect the first one as like
cute.
it was a nice, like
It was a
I
nice
feel like it
setup.
was a nice intro to the American
Yes.
Horror Story. Like you needed season 1. But Apocalypse was pretty dumb
No,
in my
Apocalypse was bad.
opinion. Yeah, Apocalypse was really
don't
dumb.
do it. Apocalypse was
And I don't know how I feel about Camp Redwood.
no.
That's the last one that I didn't see. You know what was it? Freak Show was also really good.
Freak Show was great. Twisted.
Wait, no,
Twisted.
yeah, okay, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna move my order. And these are all like neck and neck. Would be season 2, Asylum, Freak Show,
Oh, Murder House. That was. the
and
first one.
Roanoke. Those would be my 3.
I loved Hotel.
I didn't really finish Hotel. It just didn't.
It's good.
Yeah.
The crazy part is I know what Hotel is. It's based off. You know how they base stuff off of true things.
Really?
Kinda.
Like all right, yeah, they elaborated, but because I know the clown in Freak Show is based off of a legitimate serial
John
killer.
Wayne Gacy.
John Wayne
Yeah.
Gacy, yeah.
Hotel was based off of J.J. Adams,
J.J. Adams
serial killer. He built the Murder Castle, which is now a post office.
in New York City.
Not in New York City.
Oh,
On Wikipedia, it says that the American Horror Story NYC
No, it's-
focuses on a string of killings involving gay men and the emergence of a new virus.
don't tell me they're just about to do COVID.
Very interesting.
It's about COVID. Oh, by the way, it's H.H. Holmes. I got the wrong name.
Oh,
Who was the third one? It was Emma Roberts, Kim K, and one other person.
I've only seen Emma Roberts.
I'm
and
trying to
Kim K.
find the
Evan Peterson, right? Is that his name? Is he gonna be in it
Stop again.
again? He's like a main staple of that
He
franchise
is.
now.
He's a mainstay, and he's also.
And Vera Farmiga.
Didn't they? So American Horror Story is supposed to be like it's an anthology, but didn't they try connecting it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
they
basically,
did with Roanoke.
yeah, so basically,
Roanoke
but
was.
I don't have a problem with them connecting all of them if it makes sense. So yeah,
It
so
doesn't make any sense.
in the first first 3 or 4, like you don't have to watch the seasons in order because they're not connected at all. They're
Except if you want to watch Roanoke.
yeah, Roanoke is where they start to,
They
bring them
back old
together.
cast
Yeah.
members.
Okay.
You
They
know,
brought
and
the
then
voodoo chick.
Covenant is important because it's not the best season, but it's important for the continuity because Covenant, correct me if I'm wrong, is like the season that formally like announces them are connected,
Yeah,
right?
that's what
Like,
it
'cause
does.
the
Is that the one?
witches-
Is that the one where it's wait, what's the one where it's like nuns that run this prison?
It's the Asylum.
That's
That
Asylum.
that is such a good season.
That is
Start with that season if you
Yes.
want to like watch
No, start
American
from the
Horror
beginning.
Story.
no.
No, you don't need
It
to.
makes
Proper
more
binge
sense.
watch.
It makes
No,
more
no, you
sense.
literally don't even need to watch. It for the first 3 seasons, none of them are connected.
Yeah. until
I'm
you
still
get
gonna.
to
The proper way to binge is to start from the beginning.
not always.
So you have to watch all of it.
Yeah.
Okay, but
All the good,
no.
all the
For
bad.
continuity's sake and for timeline's sake, you need to start with Asylum.
Yeah, and what's also really nice about the early American Horror Stories was that they were actually scary. Like they were actually like
The new ones are just gory.
the new ones. Yeah, they're just kind of like Camp Redwood was like
It was gory.
it was just not good. I'm sorry, you know.
Okay.
For once,
I
Mike
would
and
say
agree.
Convent was entertaining. It wasn't really scary. It was just like, oh, this is an interesting like plot.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's the best one, but seasons 1, 2, 4, and then what? Roanoke is 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, I would also say, Hotel was kind of weird.
Yeah, no, Roanoke was scary. That one was
No,
actually
it was
legit
freaky.
scary. Yeah, that one was like, I was like,
oh,
damn.
shit.
It's like,
And
I
you
don't want to
watch
watch this in my house.
Yeah, because it has a lot of. It does supernatural well.
Yeah, and it's
also
like
big.
historical because
It's based off of Roanoke Colony.
yeah, that's what it is. So the whole
So is it like at the end of the season? Do they all go
You can't
missing
spoil
like
it.
the mystery?
Don't spoil it. Don't spoil it. Don't say anything.
You can't name it Roanoke and then expect.
It's
to not
also
have to
American
have
Horror
that.
Story. You don't know what's.
I'm
gonna
like
happen.
getting goosebumps now.
Don't quiet.
It's like
Can't
something.
spoil it.
I
is it
so
they,
want to talk
so
about
they
it
take-
now. Why did we bring this up?
No.
I
I feel like at the end of the
know.
show, I feel like at the end of that season, everyone's gonna die, and then like the whole town's gonna go missing. But like it's gonna be for not the reason.
I
that
haven't
you
seen it in
think.
a while. Did everyone die in Roanoke? I don't think
I
so.
don't know.
I haven't seen it
Not
in
everyone
years. I have to rewatch it.
No, not everyone did. Just fucking watch American Horror Story. Now we're on another show for
I'm
him
still
to watch.
binging my show right now.
No,
Big
but
Bang Theory doesn't count.
Well, I'm already up to season 6, so leave me alone.
American Horror Story is quick. It's not like we're telling you.
They're
things
hour-long
Doctor Who.
episour, aren't they?
they're like an hour long. It's not quick.
An hour-ish.
Big Bang Theory is 22 minutes per episode.
Okay.
Look, he'll be done with Big Bang Theory in
True.
like a couple of days, so we
That's
could
true.
wait. We could wait.
But please watch American Horror Story.
Yeah, and
And I'll
Roanoke.
get to Game of Thrones when I feel like it.
Oh, wait.
What?
He needs to watch House of Dragons before Game of Thrones.
No, watch Game of
No,
Thrones
no,
first. Watch Game of Thrones
No,
first.
no, no,
I know House
Wait,
of the
wait.
Dragon is a prequel.
You will be so lost if you start
No,
with
you
House of the
wouldn't.
Dragon.
No, he wouldn't.
Really?
It's over 150
gonna be
years
a-
before the
But
actual
there is
seasons of-
so much.
No.
Like
No.
Like literally the
Did
first
Game-
No,
episode.
no,
Game
it
of Thrones
spoils.
set
It
it up.
spoils it.
Did Game of Thrones set
It
it up?
spoils House of
Yeah.
Dragons. Kind of, but not really. No, it spoils House of Dragons.
No,
Yes, it does.
I would say
There's a
House
beach
like
of
yes,
the
technically
Dragon.
House of Dragons is a really good show. I like it.
House of the Dragon.
House
of the Dragon, yeah.
Can
And
you
But
it
say
was
Hot
Matt
it
D
Smith in it.
as-
properly, please.
Shut up.
But here's the thing, like this is just my take. Start with Game of Thrones because you'll understand the intricacies and the plot lines and everything. So when you eventually start House of the Dragon, yeah, it takes place 150 years prior to the Game of Thrones.
I know the.
Yeah.
I understand. I know what the premise of Game of Thrones is.
Okay.
It's a bunch of people in a forest trying to kill each other over a shitty chair.
You know,
That
in a
thing looks
nutshell,
really uncomfortable.
That it's actually,
meant to be
it's a plot
uncomfortable.
point,
That
yeah.
thing looks very. It's all metal.
Okay, it's
You
so,
could probably cut yourself.
so they explain that in fucking the House of the Dragon.
but
no,
here's the
no,
thing.
start
No,
It's just-
I would
it's
say
just
start with
fighting
Game of
over
Thrones.
a throne made out of swords and a lot of sex.
No, House of the Dragon doesn't really have a lot of sex.
I'm sorry. Repeat that statement again and look at me straight in the face.
It doesn't. It has a lot of
Episode
gory.
one.
Episode 1 wasn't. It wasn't like
Look at me with the
compared
Does Matt Smith get it on in
compared to
House of the
Game of
Dragon?
Thrones. Compared to the
Okay,
early
Game of
seasons of
Thrones
Game of
is also
Thrones.
fucking 8 seasons long.
I have a better
No.
question.
First couple of
I have a better
seasons of
question.
Game of
Does
Thrones.
Matt Smith get it on in House of the Dragon?
Don't ruin my childhood. I felt weird watching it. He gets more than getting
What's
it
it? What
on.
does he have? What's the Doctor Who thing?
Shut up.
The rod, the magic rod thing that fixes everything. Does he use that in the House of Dragon?
Do I spoil it?
All right, I have a
show, like,
question.
little
Are
rod?
you
Spoil
on the
it?
black or the green?
Okay, Team Black because I hate Team Green for a few
I
reasons.
have no idea what you guys are talking about.
Why?
Okay, you ready?
Oh wow, the glasses came off.
Glasses
The
are
glasses
off.
came off.
Okay, I have a few points. Ready? This man's deathbed. He walked up, gave the best fucking speech of all time. If he does not get an award for that, I'm gonna fight.
He probably isn't. Just knowing the Emmys, probably isn't.
But you know what scene I'm talking about.
I know exactly what
King
scene you're talking
Viserys
about.
coming up to the fucking Iron Throne on his deathbed. Man's his deathbed. He was like, she is technically the heir. Mm-hmm. So he put out that claim to say she is the heir.
Yeah.
So technically speaking, Rhaenyra is the heir.
Yes.
But, they want to do... So technically, the Greens, even though... So I've come from conflicting information because of the books and the movies. But, DK movies, the shows. The books are very, very different.
Yeah.
Because in the books, Alicent is raised up in age and they're not friends at all. So she kind of does it to herself. She purposely tries to marry Viserys off. This is not like a spoiler or anything. It happens in the first
I have literally no idea what
episode.
you're talking about.
But
I don't know who any of these people
also,
are.
she sent her child... Rhaenyra sent her child as a messenger. Granted, he technically has the blood of the king. Because look at who his mom is. We all know those kids aren't his. They're not Valerians.
I know, but here's... Continue.
But the real reason why this happened is because Aemon was like, I'm going to scare my fucking nephews. I'm going to have some big dick energy. He's commanding a war machine. And did not think, this dragon's used to fighting... Oh, spoiler. This dragon's used to fighting other dragons. Let me just scare my nephews. Because he said he came as a messenger. Right? And now he just killed off Rhaenyra's only surviving... Well, technically she's pregnant at the end of it, but...
So I don't mean to get too sidetracked. So why do you support the Blacks?
Because technically they have the real right to the throne. So I don't know why they're crowning her other child. Why? Oh my God, there's so many children in this show.
I know.
Alicent's kid. Why are they crowning him?
Okay.
Also, fucking Rhaenys? Queen Rhaenys? She could have solved that whole thing, by the way. You know she could have. She literally came on dragon.
No
was like,
context, John.
John is like done.
I have no idea.
All right, here I'll tell you why.
Okay,
so this is
basically, it's a fight for the throne.
Yeah.
And
yeah, I got that. It's called Game of Thrones.
No, well,
no.
here you go. Here,
it's the dragon people, the people who ride the dragons.
So basically, the concept of the House
Did
of the
Emilia
Dragon.
Clarke actually pop
this was
out
happening
dragon
150
egg?
years.
No, so
No. Listen to my question. Does Emilia Clarke in the show give birth to dragons?
No.
Because she's the dragon ma, right?
No, so essentially what it is,
Or
think
does
of...
she just find the eggs?
She finds the eggs. And
Well, no, they're gifted to her.
They're technically they have a long journey. But yeah, they're gifted to her. They're in stone because they haven't seen a real dragon rider, which is what they're called, the Targaryens, in a few hundred years after the Mad King. Because that was her dad. He got killed off in the whole Baratheon...
Well, the concept of Game of Thrones, right, is essentially the aftermath of a large rebellion, right? So it starts 10 years after the aftermath of this rebellion. And they mention the rebellion multiple times in the course.
They make reference to it.
How good are the books?
Very good.
They're very good. But the big...
You know what I've been thinking about? Doing the audiobook.
Well,
It changes a lot from the show, though.
Yeah, here's the thing.
So
a lot of
should
people...
I do first? Watch the show first or read the book first?
I've heard watch the show first, and this is why.
Yeah.
Watching the show first because the books, it's all POV. So it's not
perspectives.
Yeah, it's not like a story per se of, here's chapter 1, chapter 2. It's like Arya Stark POV. Yeah. Then it's Tywin Lannister's POV for chapter 2. Jon Snow. So they could be talking about the same thing over the course of 4, 5, 6 chapters, but all through different versions of people.
But it's all events happening simultaneously.
Yes. So the show,
and also the show
provides
didn't catch
continuity.
Up, so it had to do filler.
Well, no. Well, the show caught up to season. No. The show. I mean, the books. The show and the books were step in step up until like season 4 or 5, and then that's where they diverged.
Back when it was good.
Yeah. Well, season 6 was okay. Season 6 was okay.
It was the beginning of the downfall.
Yes, it was, but that's why I say it's okay. but going back to the House of the Dragon, though, it's essentially the concept of the show is you have these two. You have this family, the Targaryens, that are think of the royal, the house Targaryen, right? They are the royal. Tudors. Yeah, they are the royal family that controls this mythical land called Westeros. And you have a king who is weak, right? He's a weak king, and he had Viserys is a weak king.
No.
He's a weak king.
Oh,
both physically and politically, just a weak king.
He became physically later on. But the main reason, so it was a very patriarchal society, and that's when the problem started to arise because he had no male heirs.
But also Viserys,
Viserys is also a really
he was,
king.
but yeah, he was just a weak king, right? And what happened was he had, like what Alyssa said, he has no heirs.
He has no
right?
male heirs.
He has no male heirs.
He has a daughter, and his wife died in childbirth.
Yeah.
This happens in the very first episode.
Yeah. So
he chooses to save the baby because they know the baby's a boy, so they do a C-section, and this is medieval times. His wife had to die to do it.
Yeah, she's gonna die.
And the baby died 2 seconds later. Literally 2 hours later.
So what happens is that the succession of the crown comes into question. So you have now the groundwork of two factions, political factions within the king's court, of those who support the king remarrying ASAP and just, popping out a boy until, something's bound to stick, or let the king, then you have another faction, let the king mourn and then name his daughter Rhaenyra, who, as the heir. So the king basically says,
part because you can have his brother, Damon, Matt Smith.
Yeah, that's a whole, that's more of a side plot, I would say.
It comes into play later on.
But the grand scheme of things is the king is worried he will never have another wife, doesn't want another wife, so he names Rhaenyra queen, his successor. For now. Eventually, he falls in love with this girl. In the show, is Rhaenyra's friend, right? Yeah, he does fall in love.
I'm gonna hit you with a hard thing because his right hand is the sneakiest, slimiest son of a bitch ever.
He pimps out his own daughter to the king so that his family can become part of the royal family.
Yeah, that's his right hand.
And but long story short, his new wife, right? Allison gives him a son.
His first child.
His first child is a healthy son.
Coincidence,
right? Rhaenyra is pronounced the successor, but no one in Westeros recognizes her as the legitimate heir.
They've never had a female queen.
Yeah. So long story short, the king dies. And you have a civil war now brewing where you have those who reject Rhaenyra's claim to the throne in favor of the son of his first son with his second son. Or no, his first son, Aegon.
His first son's Aemon.
Aemon.
Eye patch.
What season?
No, that's not his first son. His first son is Aegon. Aemon is his second born.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He has a whole monologue.
Then
what season do the White Walkers show up?
That's Game of Thrones.
That's Game of Thrones. That's a whole different thing.
That's season 1 though. Game of Thrones.
You're talking about House of the Dragon.
House of the Dragon.
I thought you were talking about Game of Thrones.
No, there are dragons in both seasons.
Yeah, but basically the idea is that.
Better question. What season of Game of Thrones did the White Walkers show up?
Season 1.
They
the very first episode.
Very beginning.
Yeah,
later on.
No, it's a big looming threat throughout the whole show.
It's okay. But do you know what the White Walkers represent? Though?
I know. I saw a video. Here, I have some knowledge of Game of Thrones. I saw a video where the only way you can kill a White Walker is with Valyrian steel.
Yep.
Hey, do you want to know what happened to the Valyrian sword?
Of what? Ned Stark's?
No, the original one, because it's given Blackfire, Valyrian Blackfire.
Oh, that's right. And isn't it somewhere in the books? It's
lost.
No.
They brought it back?
No. No. In the books, I didn't read the books.
My mom read them.
In the books, though, so your mom would be able to correct me. It's some distant relative of the Blackfires have it in Essos.
They lost it.
Yeah, or something like that. But
it was lost.
But basically, with Game of Thrones, the White Walkers are this kind of like looming threat that aren't a air quotes central. No, they're central to the story, but they're not. They don't play a direct role in the story until like season 5 or 6 after Hardhome. Hardhome, becomes like 5. All right, yep.
Yeah, because that's the whole thing of quote unquote winter is coming. That's where that comes from. Really,
winter is coming.
Winter is coming. That's when you find out. But the idea though is the first 4 seasons of Game of Thrones is the politics of it, the backstabbing, the revenge. It is really good. And
don't love any character.
Here's my thing. I know this is going to be a very hot take. Tywin's an OG.
No, that's not a hot take.
A lot of people
Again,
disagree with that.
Is.
Tywin is a freaking beast.
Because that's when the show had good fucking writing. Also, the show.
You would like Tywin Lannister if you watch the show.
Before we wrap it up, let me just ask one more question.
Dear God. Jason
when
Momoa's
does-
in it.
I know. When does Gandalf show up in Game of Thrones?
All right, and we're
Who?
ending the podcast.
Wait,
He says
who?
Gandalf.
When does Gandalf show up
And we're ending the podcast
and then lead
now.
the Fellowship of the Ring to Mordor?
I hate this.
Season 8.
Season 9.
Season 8.
Season 9.
But
Where does he? In what season does he go? You shall not pass.
season 8.
10.
Season 8, episode 11.
Nice.
Yes.
And with all that discussion,
Cancel John, please.
I can't be canceled.
Yeah, you can.
No,
I can.
it's impossible.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a wrap.
All right. With that, I'm gonna wrap it up. We hit our time. Thank you everyone for listening once again, and we hope to see you on the next episode.
Arrivederci.
Hopefully, John will watch Game of Thrones.
I will eventually stop. I'm binging.
Or
I
American Horror Story.
I have a lot to binge on.
Yeah, good for you.
I know I do. All right.
You're
but
welcome.
thank you guys. See you next time.
Au revoir.
Bye.